The Relic project is a creation of Ford Chicago. A relic is an object, custom, or belief that survives from an earlier time. They are often historic and hold sentimental value. The Relic project has two main purposes. The first is to help everyone understand the origins of relics, and the second is to illuminate our core beliefs in the hope of expanding the kingdom in the 21st century. The Relic project comes with 10 distinct titles, and we hope you'll take the time to watch them all. I was in a store recently, and I came around the corner, and I saw this young man, and I almost bust out laughing, honestly. I'm thinking to myself in my head, oh my Lord, who let you out of the house? Don't you know what you look like? I mean, that's what was going through my head. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. It's a really bad habit I have. I'm trying to break it, because every time I have that thought, like, who let you out of the house? Why would you wear that? Immediately I hear Jesus' voice. I hear the scriptures. I hear Jesus saying, beware of the teachers of the law. They like to walk around in flowing robes and love to be greeted with respect in the marketplace and have the most important seats in the synagogues and places of honor and banquets. When I judge someone else for what they're wearing, I kind of take to that moment where Jesus is like, you know what, it's not about your clothes, it's not about what you wear, right? And that kind of voice in my head just resonates all the time. I had somebody come up to me not too long ago at a church that I pastor. It was a Sunday morning, and they said to me, Pastor, did you see what so-and-so was wearing? And I kind of like looked at him and I went, yeah, so what? What's wrong with what they're wearing? Well, aren't they aware they're supposed to wear their Sunday best? And in those moments, sometimes I get feisty. Sometimes I just walk away. In my feisty moments, I go, well, why do you care what they wear? Or I'll say, really? Where is Sunday best in the Bible? Can you find it for me? I'll come back to you at the end of service. Or I'll just smile. And I'll say, Sunday best is an amazing concept. It came out of around 1848 or so. There was a gentleman by the name of Horace Bushnell. Horace was a pastor in Connecticut, and he wrote an article that went nationwide that talked about this idea that we should all dress up for church. And that was something that he believed. It would also be something that would, quite frankly, go against what John Wesley would say about people not dressing up for church. In fact, he wanted people to come as they were. He didn't want social classism within his groups. Of course, the Methodists and the Brethren and the Baptists would all say the same thing. It's not about what you wear. Come as you are. People wouldn't fully understand that for a while. But let's think about it logically. There are probably 4 reasons why dressing up for church is probably not a good thing. The first is that it does create a secular and sacred divide. What people wear, how they look, what is their role within the church can be defined by how they dress, right? There's one separation piece. So we kind of get rid of the unity of the body for this idea of hierarchy. Then, of course, there is the second thing that people can hide behind how they look, right? You can look better than you are. You can fake it on Sunday morning, at least for an hour, so that the world thinks you're great and not a sinner. But in the end, we all are, right? There's an illusion that somehow you're better than you are, so someone should come to you and ask your opinion. Maybe you're more spiritual because you dress better. Really? No. And also, if we think about it, and we go back to that moment in which we understand that Methodists and Baptists and a whole bunch of the Protestants believe that you don't have to dress up for church, that wasn't their idea, and it's not scriptural in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it probably separates more than it brings people together. Well, then, in that moment, we kind of understand that dressing up for church probably isn't a good thing. We shouldn't come to church as it being some kind of costume party. Just a Christmas ago, somebody bought me one of those suits, the Christmas suits with the reindeer and the bright green and red colors on it with the pants and the whole thing. Pastor, you have to wear this. They know that I won't wear a robe, so they gave me this suit to make me look different. I felt like a clown, to be honest with you, but After I saw the pictures of it, I felt even more like one, because the reality was it didn't fit well, but it didn't matter, right? It separated me from everyone else on Christmas. The time in which we all should be coming together, I allowed myself to kind of stand up in front of people and be different. In the same way, there are some who have to wear their robes, they're pastors or deacons or elders of a church, and they feel like they have to wear robes. I've had people ask me, why don't you wear a robe? And I said, well, because quite frankly, I'll never wear a dress. In fact, I've only worn a dress 4 times in my life. I wore it at graduation for high school, graduation from college, graduation from seminary, and I wore it to be ordained. And I still don't understand why I had to wear it to be ordained if it was supposed to be a come as you are party. But I did it. I'm not proud of it. I think I did it to fit in more than anything else, and I did it because I was told I had to do it. And I still regret spending the money on it, because I know one thing for sure. God doesn't care what you wear. In fact, He just wants you to come as you are, so that He can tell you, I love you just as you are, and you can share that with someone else, and so that we can encourage each other, not because of what we wear or how we look, but because of what's going on the inside, and how we're showing that to the world outside the doors of any gathering. See, Christ wants you to know it'll never be about what you wear. It's only about what's in your heart.